Your attitude has given them a powerful life lesson. Through your silence, you showed them that not everyone needs to respond to negativity with more negativity. Jesus has been watching how you've handled the difficult people in your life, and he wants you to know something important about your restraint. This isn't just another spiritual encouragement video. It contains a revelation about the powerful impact your silent strength has made on those who tried to provoke you. Jesus cares deeply about how you've represented him through your calm response and would be pleased for you to understand the full significance of your mature attitude. The message you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment in your journey. There's a divine recognition happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you view your decision to stay silent instead of fighting back. This isn't an ordinary message about staying quiet when people attack you. It's a divine recognition of the spiritual maturity you've been developing through every moment you chose peace over proving yourself right. Jesus has been watching your journey with loving attention, noticing both your moments of restraint and your times of struggle to hold your tongue. Missing this particular message could mean not understanding the full spiritual influence your silent attitude has had on others. This recognition marks a limited-time revelation about the impact you've made that's being shown to you right now. Jesus cares so deeply about your spiritual growth that he wants you to know the lessons others learned just from watching how you handled yourself. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this video isn't by chance. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see the powerful testimony you created through your dignified silence. The spiritual impact of your restraint is far bigger than you realize, and heaven wants you to understand what your attitude actually accomplished in the lives of those who watched you choose peace. Every time you stayed silent when someone attacked you has been noticed by heaven. Every moment you chose peace over getting into arguments has been honored in ways you don't yet see. All the times when others expected you to fight back and defend yourself, yet you walked away instead, have been deeply valued. Your spiritual struggles with wanting to respond haven't gone unnoticed. Those moments when it felt like staying silent made you look weak. Jesus saw how much strength it actually took. The times when your restraint felt painful and you cried alone later, yet you still chose dignity over drama. That persistence was recognized in heaven. The discipline it required to not defend yourself when you had every right to speak has been deeply appreciated. The emotional control you maintained when everything in you wanted to explode has all been acknowledged. Jesus understands how hard it is to hold your tongue when provoked, which is why he's making sure you understand the powerful lesson your silence taught. Your decision to stay calm wasn't weakness. It was spiritual maturity that others desperately needed to witness. The life lesson your silence taught them appears in ways they probably never told you about, but Jesus wants you to know. Through your calm attitude when they expected anger, they learned that not everyone fights back when provoked. Your restraint showed them something they hadn't seen before. That real strength doesn't need to prove itself through loud arguments or defending every accusation. They learned by watching you that mature people don't engage in every battle others try to start. Your silence demonstrated a powerful truth that some things simply don't deserve a response. They saw through your peaceful reaction that confident people don't need to prove themselves to everyone who questions them. Your composed attitude showed them what inner security actually looks like in real life. They learned that dignity often means walking away from situations that would lower you to someone else's level. Your emotional control taught them lessons about self-discipline they didn't possess themselves. The lesson was really about the spiritual maturity and wisdom you have that they are still lacking. Through your silence, They realize that arguing with everyone doesn't equal winning. It often means you've already lost your peace. When you fully understand what your silence actually accomplished, many things about this season will suddenly make perfect sense. The spiritual growth that came from your restraint, the character development that happened while you bit your tongue, and the wisdom you gained from choosing your battles carefully will all connect in a beautiful moment of clarity. Jesus has wonderful news for you today. Your attitude elevated you in ways you couldn't see while it was happening. It created respect even from people who tried to make you look bad. The peace that comes from knowing you handled difficult people the right way is already settling into your spirit. Jesus is genuinely pleased with how you represented him through your composed responses. Your example is now teaching others this same powerful lesson about silent strength. The spiritual authority you gained through restraint has opened doors that arguing would have closed forever. Your silence positioned you for blessings that only come to those who pass the maturity test. The favor you're about to experience exists because you stayed dignified when others expected you to fall apart and fight back like they would have done. There's a wave of heavenly attention surrounding your restraint right now. You're becoming more spiritually mature through every moment you choose silence over defending yourself unnecessarily. Your peaceful attitude has brought divine favor into your life that you didn't even know was being released. More blessings are flowing toward you because of the composure you maintained when others lost theirs. This wasn't happening by chance. It was divine testing to see if you'd stay calm under pressure. Your peaceful response to provocation matters more in the spiritual realm than you realize. Your mature attitude inspired heaven's protection over areas of your life that could have been damaged by unnecessary conflict. Your silence made a real difference in the spiritual atmosphere around you. Jesus deeply values how you represented his character when others were watching to see if you'd break. Each time you stayed calm instead of reacting, you pass a spiritual test that many people fail. Jesus delights when you choose peace over the temporary satisfaction of proving yourself right, because it shows you understand kingdom principles that immature believers miss completely. The timing of this recognition message is no coincidence. It comes now because you're spiritually ready to understand the full impact of your restraint. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown enough in faith and wisdom to appreciate what your silence accomplished. Your spiritual eyes are now open enough to see the lessons your attitude taught that might have been invisible to you before. Your heart has matured through the trials of being misunderstood. Your wisdom about when to speak and when to stay silent has deepened through hard-won experience. Your soul is now prepared to receive this divine recognition more clearly than ever before. All the attacks you endured and the provocations you resisted were preparation for this moment of understanding. Nothing in your journey toward mature responses has been wasted. Every instance of restraint built your spiritual character. This particular recognition about your silent strength is connected to larger spiritual movements happening right now. Jesus is revealing similar lessons to those who are spiritually mature enough to have chosen peace over proving themselves, and you're one of them. If you're feeling encouraged by this divine recognition of your silent strength, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these important spiritual messages. Your generosity helps these insights about mature spiritual responses reach those who desperately need validation for choosing peace. When you give, you participate in a sacred exchange that allows us to continue creating content that encourages people to choose dignified silence over unnecessary conflict. Your support means more believers will learn the power of restraint in these times when everyone seems ready to argue. As you begin to understand the full impact of your silent strength, new spiritual awareness will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision about the power of restraint brings new responsibilities, not just to yourself, but to everyone Jesus places in your path who might be struggling with the same battles over whether to respond or stay silent. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in teaching others about mature spiritual responses. This recognition signals it's time to step into a new level of spiritual maturity where you help others navigate their own decisions about when to engage and when to walk away. Finding balance becomes essential during this growth period. While celebrating this validation of your restraint, remember to nurture your continued development through prayer, scripture, and staying connected to wise spiritual community. These disciplines have shaped who you are and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role as someone who models dignified responses. Jesus is inviting you to become more than just someone who stays silent, but a person who helps others understand why peaceful restraint is often the most powerful response. As you become more confident in the power of your silent strength, think about how you can help others who are struggling with whether to respond to their critics. Your experience shows that Jesus honors mature restraint even when it feels like weakness in the moment. Heaven witnesses every choice to stay peaceful instead of fighting back, every decision to preserve your dignity instead of defending your reputation. Your story of choosing silence over conflict brings hope to people who feel weak for not engaging in every argument. Your restraint becomes a powerful encouragement for others who wonder if staying quiet makes them look defeated. This lesson about the power of silence isn't meant to be kept as a private validation. It's an invitation to help others experience the same peace that comes from mature responses. Jesus often works through those who have learned restraint to help awaken others who are still feeling pressured to defend themselves constantly. Your newfound understanding serves as both personal encouragement and ministry opportunity to guide others toward the same dignified silence that taught such powerful lessons through your life. As you navigate this new level of understanding about your silent strength, stay consistently mindful of your responses. Jesus reminds you that while this recognition of your restraint is wonderful, it's just the beginning of a lifetime of choosing mature responses over reactive ones. Maintain the spiritual discipline that allowed you to stay silent when others expected you to explode. Guard against pride creeping in about your ability to stay calm, and also guard against returning to reactive patterns when new provocations come. Let your wisdom about when to speak and when to stay quiet continue to flow from genuine spiritual maturity and daily connection to Jesus. With this awareness of how powerful your silence has been comes ongoing responsibility to remain humble yet confident. Use this understanding wisely to discern when silence is strength and when speaking up is necessary. Embrace this journey with both humility about your growth and confidence in the lessons your attitude has already taught others about dignified restraint. Picture a future where your silent strength continues to teach powerful lessons to everyone watching your life. Imagine the respect that grows around you as people consistently see your mature responses, the doors that open because others trust your emotional stability, and your understanding of when to engage and when to walk away expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. Jesus stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of peaceful strength with complete confidence in His approval. This is truly your moment to experience deeper validation through recognizing how much your restraint has already accomplished. This marks the beginning of a time when your wisdom, composure, and responses will be more aligned with heaven's ways than ever before. Accept this recognition with gratitude, and remember that you're surrounded by divine support on this journey of maintaining dignified silence. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to continue modeling the kind of peaceful strength that changes hearts more effectively than any argument could. What joy awaits as you continue teaching others through your example that silence can speak louder than 1,000 defensive words ever could. If this message has awakened something in your spirit about the power of your restraint, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful spiritual exchange and allows us to continue sharing these validating messages with those who need encouragement for choosing peace. Your generosity helps fund our mission to help others understand that silent strength is real strength in these times when everyone feels pressured to defend themselves constantly. If you're ready to acknowledge that your silence taught powerful lessons, type 888 in the comments below as your declaration of peaceful strength. The journey of maintaining dignified silence continues beyond this moment of recognition. As you step into deeper understanding of your impact, stay grounded in prayer and wisdom that keeps your responses mature and measured. Every peaceful reaction you demonstrate could be the exact example someone else has been waiting to see before they give themselves permission to stop fighting every battle. Your growing spiritual maturity through restraint serves as inspiration for others wondering if staying silent really makes them weak or actually makes them wise. Move forward with a peaceful heart, a composed mind, and a spirit that knows when to speak and when silence says everything. Create opportunities for others to learn from your example as you continue enjoying the clarity and peace that comes from mature responses. By choosing dignified silence, you join a long tradition of spiritually mature believers who understood that the quietest response is often the most powerful one. Your attitude will keep teaching lessons long after the conflicts are forgotten.